To start off Yokosoku no Neverland, we're introduced to Emma, our current joyful protagonist, along with her sidekicks Elle, Ray and Norman. They live in an unrealistically joyful orphanage under the care of Mother, where none of them has crossed the gate. Disposable character Connie has been adopted and is set to leave, but her dumbass forgets her toy. But of course, best girl Emma.
I thought I had it all together, but I was led astray. The day you walked away, you were the clock that was ticking in my home. Changed my state of mind.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Love so hard to find.
we got him.
Along with her sidekick Norman, clutch through and bring the stuffed toy to her at the gate. But that's when they see, wait, what? That's when these cute boys come through and process her. Then Mother joins in the chat, and it's revealed that the orphanage is a human flesh farm. Having heard enough, Emma and Norman dip, but unfortunately leave Bunny behind. Emma and Norman contemplate on what they just saw and determine that they are shipped out from the age of 6 to the max age of 12. They decide it's time to strategize on how to dip. They plan to escape via the walls. Meanwhile, Mother knows something is up and shows off her tracker, cutting down their morale. Damn! She strikes again, trying to suck the truth out of Emma, but she shines them acting skills and clutches. They reconsider their plan and decide to add Ray onto the team. Of course, not before having a disagreement on the number of kids to be saved. And Norman...
She's so amazing. I'd do anything to always put a smile on her face.
They return to the orphanage and find out Mother also buffed up her team with Sister. The two teams have a timeout with Elle and Near figuring out that they can use a baby to find the location of the tracker, whilst Mother puts Sister in her place as her subordinate. Sister is mad and rants to her, "Yo, what the fuck is that?" and plans to steal Mother's position. Meanwhile, Emma inspects a newly arrived child and figures out the location of the tracker being behind their ears. With that knowledge, Ray decides he will find a way to break them, whilst Emma trains them weak-ass kids to be able to survive if they actually got out. But that's when Sister decides she wants to have some fun too and catches all them fathers before chasing down Ray and Norman. They got more plot armor than she expected, so she yields. After another round of contemplation, the trio determined there's a snitch in their ranks, which fucks with Emma's mind. In a flashback, Mother mocks Sister for her further planning level and tells her, "Quit fucking with me or I'll make you a disposable father." This pisses the shit out of Sister, strengthening her resolve even more. Whilst trying to spot the snitch, Norman tells the trio they should dip in 10 days instead of 2 months. They proceed to tell Gilda and Dawn of their situation and plan, recruiting them to the squad. In an attempt to spot the snitch, Norman sets up a trap for the potential snitches, whilst for an explanation of the trap because ain't nobody got time for that, and manages to catch Ray. Oh shit, this is about to be Death Note 2. Turns out he has been a black Zetsu and had set up Norman and Emma finding out the truth all as a part of his master plan to have the three of them dip. They come to an agreement with Ray being the river spy, as long as Norman lies to his queen and dips with the 5-man squad, leaving everyone behind. A while later, Emma and Norman link up and Emma tells him her plan. Since she's not a light level thinker, she's mad when Norman tells her plan is reckless, but since she's his queen, he agrees to do it. Meanwhile, Ray is serving his purpose as a double agent and feeds his lies to Mother. Mother, being the badass she is, she outplays everyone, revealing that Ray is to be shipped next. As the squad is grinding, Sister creeps in and tries to have an alliance with the kids. Through the following discussion, Sister reveals that she was one of them at a point in her life, but was allowed to apply for a role as a mother because she's a girl. Sexism! She then explains that their escape benefits them all because it will look bad for Mother. After contemplation, the alliance is formed and they meet up in private to share intel. They gain valuable intel from Sister, but turns out she outbrained them and gained more intel from them through body language alone, before proposing the return later for more intel. The trio converge and Ray is told of Sister's growing intel and he says, "Don't worry about it, I got this shit." That's when we see Mother approach Sister with the blade and... Just fucking with you. Mother hands her a letter that states that she's to be transferred to a different form to be a mother. Still salty from being outplayed, she snitches on Mother to Grandmother, who's a real nigga that doesn't fuck with no snitches, and proceeded to fulfill the promise Mother made her. She really made me a disposable father. As she left this world, she put off a demon slayer demon tactic and showed off her backstory before wishing the best for the kids. Moving to the squad, they're executing a recon mission where Mother badasses her way through their plan by outsmarting Ray and... Holy fuck, she's a badass! And proceeds to cut down that morale further by revealing that Norman is getting shipped the next day. With such a short time left to save Norman, the squad struggles to come up with a way for Norman to dip in time, but he knows it's come at the detriment of everyone else and decides to die. They convince him to get over the wall and stay in hiding, but are surprised to see him return a few hours later. He reveals that there's a non-survivable pit between the wall and the forest beyond. Along that, he explains that he learned about the structure of the farm, it being a hexagonal plot of land with 5 adjacent farms, and the headquarters being the only site to have a bridge over the pit. With that, Norman hugs them goodbye and is ready to leave. During his final goodbyes, Emma tries to force him to dip, but he shoves that. You can't go ahead, that bro. She's a kid. Oh shit, my bad. Child. And tells her not to ruin shit for everyone. She tries acting up, but that's when...
Keep causing trouble and I'll kill you.
Damn! Mother and Norman head out, and once they reach the gates, he's sent into the lobby. After losing their buddy boy Norman, they're all depressed and seem to give up. At her worst times, Mother approaches Emma, offering her the chance to become a mother/sister herself. But Emma is like, I ain't no sellout. You do you? Later at night, Ray and Emma link up, and it's revealed that they didn't puss out after all. They chat for a while, and Ray reveals his plan, which involves setting the house and woods on fire, spreading the security thing to make the escape easy for Emma and the others. He also reveals that he's going to set himself on fire as well, as both a method of retaliation and bait to keep Mother preoccupied trying to put the fire out.
Nice knowing you, Emma.
Mother catches attention of a crying Emma and walks into a disastrous scene. She tried putting out the fire before noticing that Emma dipped. She then tries tracking her with her device but reaches a dismembered ear instead, making the situation click right away. We flash back to Emma clapping the lighter before slapping logic into this dumbass. Emma reveals that Norman planned this entire escape months ahead, taking account of Ray's suicide attempts, having communications with the younger kids, and training for each step of the plan. Overall, outsmarting Ray so hard he becomes a follower for the rest of the escape. As Mother prepares to retaliate, she is stalled further by Phil. Turns out, Phil was told of the situation by Emma in hopes he leads the next gen into their escape when they grow up. Mother goes full James Bond and sounds the alarm, causing the guards to be unleashed, before heading out to retrieve them. The next step of the plan is set in motion because apparently 2 months of training is enough for infants to do what even most adults can't.
But I made my decision in the end. All because of Emma.
Mother reaches the location just in time to see Emma dip and disappear in the forest with the others. As per custom, we get Mother's flashback in which she meets and says goodbye to the creator of her favorite song, is stopped from escaping, is recruited by grandmother,
How old is this bitch?
impregnated, and discovers that Ray is her son. She admits defeat, hides the evidence of their escape, and roots for them too.
You sure the author of Demon Slayer didn't write this shit?
Don't worry, Phil. They managed to escape safely.
Damn!
Even in defeat, she's a badass. With a nice glimpse of the sun coming over the horizon, we reach the end of season 1. What awaits the kids, which forgot they were 6 to 12-year-olds after these performances, in this unknown, find out in the next season, coming out when I can get my hands on it.